Greetings. My name is Esther Jones, and I serve as the keeper of stories and spells at the House of Asseveration. I have been called to speak plainly, with clarity and truth, about the spiritual traditions that have sustained our people across generations. Hoodoo for the Hood, Volume 2. Ain't Nothing But the Devil is not a sensational title. It is a necessary confrontation. This volume exists to address the falsehoods, fears, and projections that have long been cast upon our traditions by those who neither understand them nor honor their sacred origins. This is a work of truth-telling, of remembrance, and of spiritual accountability. I will now read to you from Chapter 1, Unearthing the Shadow, Hoodoo's Misrepresentation and Resilience. The insidious whispers of demonization surrounding Hoodoo began long before the advent of the internet or even widespread television. Its roots are deeply entwined with the legacy of slavery and the subsequent systematic oppression of Black Americans. The very existence of Hoodoo, a spiritual practice born from the resilience and ingenuity of enslaved Africans, represented a direct challenge to the dominant power structures of the time. White supremacy, fearing the potential for collective action and resistance fueled by spiritual strength, responded by crafting a narrative designed to discredit and denigrate it. Early depictions in literature and popular culture often portrayed Hoodoo practitioners as sinister figures, wielding dark magic for nefarious purposes. These portrayals, deeply rooted in racist stereotypes, emphasized the exotic and threatening aspects of the practice, while ignoring its rich history and the profound spiritual meaning it held for its adherents. This deliberate misrepresentation served to reinforce existing prejudices and justify the oppression of Black communities. The antebellum South, a cauldron of racial terror and social control, saw Hoodoo readily demonized as a tool of rebellion. Any act of resistance, whether it involved physical confrontation or subtle acts of defiance, was often attributed to Hoodoo's alleged powers. This association served to criminalize the practice, making it a convenient target for persecution and further reinforcing the narrative of Black people as inherently dangerous and prone to dark practices. The fear wasn't just of Hoodoo's purported magical powers, it was fear of Black agency and self-determination. The post-Reconstruction era saw the continuation and refinement of this negative portrayal. The rise of Jim Crow laws and the continued violence and discrimination against Black Americans further fueled the demonization of Hoodoo. The practice was associated with witchcraft, voodoo, and other supposedly sinister practices, reinforcing already existing negative stereotypes. Newspaper articles, sensationalized crime reports, and pulp fiction novels contributed to the propagation of these distorted images, effectively creating a fear-based narrative that continues to permeate popular culture today. Let us offer a brief word of prayer. Spirit of our ancestors, thank you for the wisdom that endured the lash. Thank you for the medicine that survived the crossing. May this work be protected. May those who seek truth receive it with clarity and courage. And may those who walk in deception be brought into the light. Ashe. You may access your copy of Hoodoo for the Hood Volume 2 through the link in the profile. And remember this: truth does not tremble beneath accusation. It endures, it reclaims.